Hey everyone, today on People Now.
New music and a new music video from the Joe Bros.
Eminem just dropped a surprise album featuring late rapper Juice WRLD.
Meghan Markle is on the move. We'll tell you where she was spotted.
Also, what is next for the royal family? We're breaking it all down in our royal recap.
Larry Birkhead is opening up about his past relationship with Nicole Smith, and he tells us the one thing he would do differently before her tragic death.
Plus, former star of Andy Mack, Asher Angel's here with a new single.
We are chatting with him live today on People Now.
Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to People Now. It's the weekend, everybody.
Ooh, Friday Fun Day.
Yeah, Friday Fun Day, Friday. Got a lot to unpack today. We're going to start with a little flashback. The Joe Bros, Jonas Brothers, they're throwing it back with their 80s-inspired music video, What a Man Gotta Do. Watch this. Feels good.
They have been slaying the game with these music videos.
Yeah, I love this. In addition to premiering their new single at midnight on Friday, Nick, Joe, and Kevin also released a music video to go along with it, joined by their wives Priyanka Chopra Jonas, Sophie Turner, and Danielle Jonas. They're recreating iconic scenes from Say Anything, Risky Business, and Grease. This is fun.
So let's break this video down. The video begins with Nick sliding into the frame a la Tom Cruise in Risky Business. You can see the original video from the movie on the right. This looks pretty spot on here.
Right?
Nick sings the opening lines of the song using a candelabra as a mic, wearing the iconic white button-down and tube socks, and of course, no pants.
The song then heads into the chorus, turns to Joe and Sophie, who dance in a school gym as John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John did in 1978's Grease, even performing choreography from the classic. Again, you can see from the original on the right there.
Yeah, I love it. Next, Kevin and Danielle recreate the iconic boombox scene from Say Anything, with Kevin emulating John Cusack's character. Now the couple's dog Riley even makes her music video debut. But when the cassette's tape comes off the reel, he's forced to give the 1989 movie scene a 2020 spin, playing Danielle a song from his cell phone instead.
There we go.
Not only does What a Man Gotta Do mark the band's first new release of 2020, but the song's music video is also a reunion of the J sisters. They appeared together in the music video for Sucker last year. Like I said, they've really just been doing such a good job with this. What's your favorite throwback?
I like the Risky Business.
Yeah.
It's like iconic, Tom Cruise.
It's good. Yeah, we want to know what?
No, I don't know. I guess that, or the Grease probably has the most impressive choreography.
Yeah, they're all really good.
only one with-
We want to know which of these movie recreations is your favorite. Nick and Priyanka's Risky Business, Joe and Sophie's Grease, or Kevin and Danielle's Say Anything. Vote in our People poll. Let us know your thoughts using the hashtag PeopleNow.
We're going to check in on that a little bit later, but for now, we have more new music. Guess who's back? I don't wanna be alone. Yep, Shady's back. Eminem surprised fans by dropping his 11th studio album. It's titled Music to Be Murdered By.
Okay.
It includes features by Ed Sheeran, the late rapper Juice WRLD, who really looked up to Eminem. The album dropped at midnight Friday, accompanied by this music video for the lead single. It's called Darkness. Now, the rapper announced the release on Twitter, writing, "It's your funeral." Kind of coming in strong here. The artwork is a tribute to Alfred Hitchcock's Music to Be Murdered By and is a little too graphic to show on this show, but trust us, it's very murdery. As always, when it comes to Eminem, there is some controversy. Some people on Twitter criticizing him for using the 2017 Manchester bombing outside an Ariana Grande concert as a metaphor in one of his verses. On the flip side, Eminem is also being praised by many for the message in his lead single, Darkness. And a plot twist, turns out the song is not about depression or Eminem committing a mass shooting, as we're led to believe at the start. It's actually a dramatic telling of 2017's Vegas concert shooting. The video ends with Eminem watching multiple screens with news stories about a recent mass shooting, and then the screen goes to black with the text saying, "When will this end?" When enough people care, followed by a call to action to register to vote, make your voice heard. It's all in an effort, of course, to change gun laws. Eminem is such an incredible lyricist, and he does a good job kind of sprinkling in things he believes in, as well as controversy and, like, really hot lyrics.
Very powerful, something to get people talking about. All right, Meghan Markle was seen driving to a Canadian airport to pick up a friend just 1 week after she and husband Prince Harry announced they would be stepping back as senior members of the royal family. In photos, the former actress can be seen in the driver's seat of a Land Rover Discovery on her way to the airport to pick up her friend Heather Dorak. A man also accompanied Meghan in the passenger seat. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex released their statement heard around the world last week, announcing their intent to carve out a progressive new role within this institution. A source tells People in this week's cover story that Meghan and Harry knew they were going to hit the nuclear button on their royal exit as soon as their son Archie was born. While Meghan and the couple's son Archie are in Canada for now, Prince Harry has remained in England for a number of engagements, including hosting the Rugby League World Cup 2021 draw on Thursday. Stay tuned for more Harry and Meghan news later later in the show in our weekly Royal Record.
All right, Karlie Kloss is making sure her political views are crystal clear after a Project Runway contestant awkwardly made a joke about her in-laws, the Kushners. If you missed that moment, here you go.
It's definitely wearable in some place. I cannot see Karlie wearing it anywhere, honestly. Like,
Not even to dinner with the Kushners?
Oh, no, Tyler, don't say that out loud.
Holy.
That's your husband.
I was going to Paris. That was
Sure,
your
sure,
challenge
sure.
here.
I know.
Keep
but
it to the challenge.
Ooh, she's not happy with that. During an appearance on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen on Thursday night, Karlie said she was, quote, honored to be one of the first memes of the decade, and no, she would not wear that dress to any dinner with the fam.
Oof. Addressing the elephant in the room, Andy asked Karlie to discuss her views in light of the fact that she's married to Joshua Kushner, the brother of presidential aide and Ivanka Trump's husband, Jared Kushner. Here was Karlie's response to that.
Andy,
Yes.
I'm sure I'm not the only person in this country who does not necessarily agree with their family on politics.
Uh-huh.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, that is a good
I
answer.
voted as a Democrat in 2016, and I plan to do the same in 2020.
There she is, standing her ground and kind of clearing things up.
You can tell she feels a little weird about it, though, right?
Well, it's a really awkward
Yeah.
position to be in, especially right now when everything's so politically charged.
There's a lot of expectation on both sides for what she should say,
Yes.
so yeah.
All right, now it's time for a little People Now Gone Country.
We practiced that, guys. Did it work? I don't know.
I think so.
The country radio industry facing major backlash after a Michigan radio station, 98 FM KCQ, admitted they cannot play two females back to back. This was on Thursday. It was in response to a separate tweet from a listener on that subject.
This is so hard to hear, but Kelsey Ballerini shared a screenshot of that now deleted tweet to her Instagram alongside her own comment, which reads in part, I'm really sorry that in 2020, after years of conversation of equal play, there are still some companies that make their stations play by these rules. It's unfair and it's incredibly disappointing.
She went on in a lengthy caption to say that while she's grateful to be one of the few women embraced by country radio, the standards across the board need to change. She says in part, quote, it's my job to say it out loud and post about it because of the girls moving to Nashville or wherever that are ready to outrun and outwork and outplay everyone. They deserve to know that they have the same shot as the guys moving here to do the same. Country music, we have to fix this for us and for them. How do we do it? Let's talk.
Other artists flooded the comments section to express their thoughts. Jennifer Nettles wrote, I know exactly how we do it, and I will call you. Casey Musgraves commented, the only thing these men are good at is making themselves look like bigger bleeps than all of ours combined.
Oof. Julianne Huff wrote, yes, girl, take a stand, plant your flag, let me know how I can help. And not all the support was from female stars. One Republic frontman, Ryan Tedder, also wrote, this is insane. This has to change immediately.
I mean, there has to be a change. My sister and my mom listen to a lot of country radio stations in Wisconsin. They say that sometimes 10 songs will go by, they'll never hear a female. And there's been so many conversations about it, so I don't know why it's taking so long.
It's really, and I guess the thing that really lit this conversation was a radio station sort of acknowledging it in a tweet. If
That
it was
is
an
actual
unsaid
rule.
thing, but it's actually there. So anyway,
right.
there'll be more about this.
Yes, moving on to this. Dove Cameron's ex-fiance, Ryan McCartan, is accusing her of cheating. Ryan dropped the bombshell during a Q&A on his Instagram stories on Thursday when a fan asked, what's your proudest moment? Without mentioning Dove, Ryan responded, quote, within 2 weeks, my fiance cheated on me and left me. I almost died from food poisoning and Donald Trump was elected president.
Oof.
I truly didn't think I would be able to make it through that part of my life. Despite his sorrow, Ryan added, I'm proudest of the light that came from that darkness and my ability to survive and turn the anger and sadness I had into positive life changes and a new way forward. Now, Dove seemingly responded to the accusations on Twitter by retweeting a quote that reads, when a toxic person can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. The tweet concluded saying, the misinformation will feel unfair, but stay above it, trusting that other people will eventually see the truth just like you did. Alongside the message, Dove wrote beautiful, prompting fans to assume her tweet was aimed at Ryan. Reps for both did not immediately respond to people's request for comment. Dove and Ryan split in October of 2016, just 6 months after getting engaged. At the time, Ryan tweeted, Dove has decided this relationship isn't what she wants. We still love each other very much. Please be sensitive, as this is painful. The two were co-stars on Disney Channel's Liv and Maddie and dated for 3 years before Ryan popped the question. In July of 2019, Dove opened up about their abrupt split, explaining to 17 that she felt pressure to make everything look perfect all the time during their relationship. Dove has since moved on and is now dating actor Thomas Doherty. Keep it off of social media. That's all I'm saying.
This isn't the last we'll hear
Not
about
a good
that.
look.
Stay with us. Andy Max, Asher Angel will be here live. He's got new music, and we're getting the deets. Plus, Larry Birkhead opening up about his life with Anna Nicole Smith and the one thing that he would have done differently before her death.
It was a big week for the royals, and we have a lot of information about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's decision to step back as senior royals in this week's cover story. Here to give you all the details about that and everything royals are People's senior news editor Erin Hill and our royal correspondent Imogen Lloyd-Webber. Hello, ladies.
Hi there.
There's a lot going on.
Busy.
Yes,
Yeah.
lots to break down. So let's start with this. There have been reports that Prince Charles was looking to slim down the monarchy by squeezing out his younger son and daughter-in-law. But Erin, what are our sources saying about that?
Yeah, those close to Charles are denying that that's the case, and that in fact his idea for a leaner monarchy, which would be just for cost-cutting purposes, very much included Harry and whoever he was going to marry. A lot of these, the speculation's coming about because over the holidays we saw, a lot around the direct line of succession with the portrait with the Queen, Charles, William, and George, and of course the pudding, event. So that's where that kind of stems from.
Yeah, you hear slim down the monarchy. It doesn't sound good. Imogen, why would he want to do that in the first place?
He's just aware of the British taxpayer, and this has been going on for centuries. And actually, George V did it when in 1917, when all the revolutions were going down. It's just slimming down the monarchy, making sure the taxpayer gets value for money. It was made very clear on the balcony at the 2012 Diamond Jubilee that Harry was part of Charles's vision of a slimmed down monarchy. And also, at the end of the day, George, Charlotte, and Louis can't bear any of the engagement burdens for another 20 years. So the monarchy needed Harry and Meghan right in the centre of it to make sure that all their duties were done.
All right. Well, sources told us that Prince William and Prince Harry were set to work side by side. So what happened, Erin?
Yeah, that was the vision, that he's kind of like the secret weapon, Harry, because he's got this humor and personality, whereas William has to be more dutiful. And Palace courtiers saw them working side by side all along the way. But the rift that kind of first stemmed from tensions when William kind of cautioned Harry about moving too fast with Meghan really deepened. And then the fact that Harry has kind of struggled to find his place as the spare to the throne. And then when Meghan came around and wanted to kind of make some changes, Harry welcomed it. And then when Archie was born, it became clear they wanted to kind of create a new path for their family.
Yeah. Now, Imogen, what on earth happens next?
A $64 million question. Okay, so it's in everybody's interest for them all to be happy, for Meghan and Harry to be happy. They don't need them to be doing negative tell-all interviews with Oprah. They really don't want that.
Do you think that's going to happen?
Hopefully not.
Yeah.
I mean, the royal family really don't want that. And also for Kate and William, don't forget, they have a vested interest because Charlotte and Louis could end up in the same position as Harry. So Harry's remaining in the UK apparently until at least early next week for meetings.
All right, well, let's move on to some lighter topics here within the royals world. Let's take a look at this.
Thank you. That was like Charlotte. Is that me? Oh my goodness. Is that me? Because that looks just like Charlotte. That is incredible. I haven't seen that before. Very similarity. Oh, what I knew. That's a lot of hard work.
Okay, so Erin, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Why is Prince William so confused?
We really see him this animated, right? This is a really enthusiastic moment from William, and it's fun. William and Kate had this outing earlier in the week at Bradford in Yorkshire, and they visited a community center. They put together this cake that had cupcakes that had pictures of William and Kate throughout their lives, starting from early childhood, inside edible frames. Really beautiful display that they loved. And then William spotted a photo that he thought was Charlotte, but it was him.
Wow,
So that was kind of a cool moment between the two of them, both realizing that. And we have seen photos where you can see a lot of similarity, in the eyes and the nose between them. So
it seems like he's in good spirits amidst
yeah.
all of this.
Absolutely.
Also, earlier this week, we learned Prince Louis hit a milestone, Imogen. He's 21
Yeah.
months old, so what's going on with him?
He's developing his balancing
Nice.
skills.
Need that.
Exactly. So this was revealed during that outing in Bradford, Yorkshire, to a grandparents and babies group. Kate said it was really nice to see him turning into a little boy from being a baby.
Yeah, and he's
There you
so
go.
adorable. And you need that balance. Very crucial.
Very crucial. We're all still working on it here, but
Very true. Erin and Imogen, thank you so much for joining us.
See you.
All right, there were so many good Instagram posts from our favorite celebs this week. So as a Friday treat, we're breaking down some of the best ones in case you missed them.
Yes, starting with Miley Cyrus getting squeaky clean on her boyfriend Cody Simpson's Instagram story. Now they've been linked since October. I gotta say, she looks very happy here.
Doing
Good
her
old
thing.
bath.
A good old hot bath. Cody also shared a video of the two cuddled up together. These two seem to be going strong. Cody celebrated his 23rd birthday on Saturday. In his honor, Miley shared a tribute on her Instagram story, writing, "Happy birthday to my best friend in the entire world. I love you and our pirate life."
Yeah, and from vacations to vacations, Lizzo is feeling good as hell during her sunny beach getaway. Yeah, that's it, Jeremy. On her recent trip to New Zealand, she rocked a strappy gold swimsuit and showed it off by modeling in sexy snaps on Instagram. She captioned a series of Instagram photos saying, "I love you, you are beautiful, you can do anything, repeat. Love, Lizzo."
All right, cuteness alert. On Friday, Khloe Kardashian shared a slideshow of selfies with her little girl True, revealing that the adorable photo shoot was all True's idea. In the caption, Khloe wrote, "She put her arm around me, leaned on my cheek, and posed. I was melting. These days, I'm soft." And kids obviously will do that too.
Yeah, getting her early start on those photo shoots. Selena Gomez is commemorating the release of her new album in a not-so-rare way. On Wednesday, she shared a photo and a video on Instagram of a brand new addition to her tattoo collection, a tiny neck tattoo featuring the title of that album, Rare, written in cursive. Her new album comes after a long hiatus to get healthy and focus on her mental health. We hope she's doing better. All right, on to this.
You ate a whole wheel of cheese? How'd you do that? It's actually, I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
We always love that clip. Okay, Bachelor Nation, listen up. Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise alum Derek Peth set the internet ablaze with his very unique cheese-eating method.
Look at him. Derek was seen on fellow Bachelor in Paradise alum Ashley Iaconetti's Instagram story, holding this huge chunk of brie in one hand, rind and all, and a small slice of bread in the other. But he wasn't spreading the cheese onto the bread like you would think. No, he was alternating bites, eating the cheese like a sandwich, and everyone
How
went crazy.
dare you? The video gained traction after journalist and Twitter guru Yashar Ali posted the video with the caption, "Look at how Derek Peth eats brie, my God." Now, today, fans seem to be caught between feelings of confusion and some admiration at the same time. Let's take a look at some of the reactions. One Twitter user said, "The rind is so unappealing to me." I would actually disagree. That's kind of my favorite part.
All right, here's another one. This user simply asked, "Derek, what the hell?"
Here's one more. This person tweeted, "This earned him an instant follow. He's only missing the wine." Derek even tweeted People.com's article about hashtag Cheesegate, writing, "Look, Mom, I made it." It's pretty weird.
You gotta get in there. He's hungry.
It reminds me of my dad. He'll eat a bunch of bread and then later put in a slab of butter, right? It's just like weird ways to eat things.
Like at the like right after.
Right after.
Bread's still in the mouth.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Just doing things a little differently. Eat cheese however you want.
To each their own.
Yes. All right. We're moving on to this.
The Screen Actors Guild Awards are upon us. We can't wait to see all the stars hit the red carpet this weekend. We're going to be there.
So excited.
We're ready for this. One thing that we are sure to see is a lot of bling bling.
I always love seeing how the stars accessorize with jewelry for award shows. It's one time you can really go big.
You can. I sat down with jewelry and diamond expert Grant Mobley to break down some of the most iconic looks from past SAG Awards. This segment is brought to you by Real is Rare. Real is a diamond. Prepare yourself for some serious sparkle. Take a look. Let's start off in 2017.
Sure.
Sofia Vergara, always one of our favorites on the red carpet. She is stunning as always. Her sense of style is great, and the bling that she wears is great as well. Lorraine Schwartz diamonds here. Talk to us some about that and what caught your eye about this look.
This is definitely one of our favorite looks. I mean, you can see the Lorraine Schwartz, the diamond earrings really kind of frame her face. She's also wearing this unbelievable diamond mesh bracelet. And I think one of the cool things about that bracelet is, first of all, it matches her dress really, really well because she kind of has this mesh look on her dress. But also those bracelets, those diamond mesh bracelets can take hundreds of hours to construct. They're really incredible. They're so finely made that they actually feel like fabric themselves.
So they're really delicate pieces.
Yeah, it's just incredible.
Yeah. All right, so that same year, Orange is the New Black star Dasha Polanco went all out with forever marked diamonds worth about $1 million. Break down these diamonds for us.
So you're right. You know, these diamonds total, with everything all included, the layered necklaces and the bracelets and the rings, total about $1 million, about 90 carats worth of diamonds.
Wow.
But I think what the best part about this look is really the fact that she is doing that layering. So it's multiple necklaces on top of each other, and also layering with the bracelets or stacking. So it's multiple bracelets on top of each other. You know, sometimes with diamonds, more is more. And, you know, it looks fantastic. The cool thing about the layering look is that you can recreate that layering look with really any budget. So just like she did, you know, diamonds are available in absolutely any budget. So you can look like, I would say, red carpet royalty without $1 million.
For people who don't know, on more of a practical level, what exactly does a carat mean? I mean, I know what it means in terms of money.
Sure.
But more practically than that and some of the other variables when it comes to diamonds.
So a carat is actually a weight measurement specifically for diamonds. So just like color, clarity, and cut, a carat is one of the 4 C's. But what I like to try to tell consumers is that, you know, diamonds, because each diamond is completely one of a kind. It's something that comes from nature. So everyone is one of a kind. You should really buy a diamond that speaks to you. I wouldn't get too hung up on the color, the clarity, the cut, all of those 4 C's. because really the diamond should speak for itself. Those 4 C's are important in maybe valuing a diamond, but it certainly doesn't mean everything.
I'll let my wife know right now, stop worrying about the clarity. It's about the diamond. So we move on to the 2018 SAG Awards, some really bold looks that caught our attention. Mary J. Blige, who always steals the show. Talk to us about her look and what's so special about the earrings in particular.
So she chose to wear David Webb. They're called midnight earrings from David Webb. And David Webb is known for these really chunky and very bold designs, which I think that she just is pulling off flawlessly. I mean, what goes together better than black and white? I mean,
really
it
looks
looks
amazing.
Yeah. And you know, these are they're diamonds that go around a black onyx hoop. I mean, it's just it kind of makes something different into something timeless. It's incredible.
All right, the ladies are killing it, but let's don't forget about the men. In 2019, Chadwick Boseman from Black Panther. I love this look. He's got the Tiffany & Company diamond brooches. I mean, this just took that entire look to the next level, didn't it?
There's no question. I mean, obviously, I love men and diamonds. I mean, you can tell. And, you know, this is something that's not going anywhere. You pretty much, as we just saw at the Golden Globes, we saw almost every man that walked the red carpet was wearing diamonds. And this is no different. These are from Tiffany & Company's Jean Schlumberger collection, which is a famed Tiffany designer. He's actually wearing 3 brooches here, all in 18-karat gold with diamonds. These are priced from about $12,000 and up.
2019, the marvelous Mrs. Maisel herself, Rachel Brosnahan. We absolutely love her. She wore one-of-a-kind Irene Neuwirth diamond and South Sea pearl ribbon earrings. We love Rachel. She has become a staple of award season, also nominated this year. This is one of your favorite looks, isn't it?
It is. You know, something about these earrings are very her. It's kind of cute and playful, but also very elegant. And you could just tell through the award show that she loved these earrings. And I really wouldn't be surprised if she kept them for her personal collection.
Last but certainly not least, Jane Fonda, the 2019 SAG Awards, wearing Gismondi jewels totaling more than $3 million. Tell us more about the jewels, why exactly they're so valuable.
Well, I mean, you could see that ring there. The ring alone is a 20-karat, almost flawless D color, which is the best possible color for a white diamond. It's a pear-shaped diamond, and it's one single diamond that's 20 carats. Then she's got these, and that diamond alone is worth $3 million.
Yeah.
Then you've got 40-carat total weight chandelier earrings that are absolutely jaw-dropping, that are worth nearly $500,000. I mean, it's just an unbelievable look.
Really incredible. But explain this to us. So the rings, 20 carats, worth $3 million. The earrings, 40 carats, not even $500,000. So how does that price differential
That's a great question. So natural diamonds actually grow in value exponentially as the size goes up. So for instance, if you have a 1-carat diamond and a 2-carat diamond, the 2-carat diamond is not worth double the 1-carat. It's worth way more than double. And that's because the larger the natural diamond, actually the significantly rarer it is in the earth, meaning the value goes up. So that ring is just one single stone of 20 carats. That's
whereas the earrings are multiple diamonds.
The earrings are multiple diamonds that make up 40 carats, so the value is not even close to a single stone of 20 carats.
I've learned a lot today. Mainly, I've come face to face with the reality that I'm embarrassed about my wife's engagement ring, and we got to work on this. Thank you for joining me.
Thanks
it's so good to talk to you, Grant. You'll be back on January 20th. We're going to take a look at all the big jewelry and fashion moments from this year's SAG Awards. Don't miss that.
The new Lifetime documentary series, Hopelessly in Love, explores some of the most iconic and tragic celebrity love stories in pop culture history.
The relationship between photographer Larry Birkhead and model actress Anna Nicole Smith is the focus of this week's installment. Larry Birkhead stopped by People Now, talked about the documentary and his life now with their daughter, Danny Lynn. Take a look. When it comes to this particular series and this documentary, you're reliving the ups and downs, the good and the bad, and all of the things related to your relationship with Anna Nicole Smith. What was the toughest thing for you to revisit?
I think for me to go back and have to, because we had to dig deep in like the vaults and the archives for like photos and videos, and all across the board, it was an emotional experience to go back in detail. And like, you know, I've done interviews where there's a sound bite to tell me about this or tell me about that. But this was like a 2-hour show to fill up. So there's a lot of things to pack in there that I had to dive into. So to go back to that place for some of those emotional things that I went through was really kind of it was an emotional roller coaster for me, because I laughed about some things. I found myself, you know, shedding a tear about some things. So it was an experience.
Because yeah, digging it up really puts you right back there. Why did you decide to let cameras in? Why was right now the good time to do it?
Well, for me, this presented a unique experience because it was an opportunity for me to tell my story for one of the first times. Because so many people in the media, because they didn't know anything about me when I was in this whole thing with Anna and Nicole, so they kind of just told my story for me. So you don't really get the opportunity a lot of times to sit down and just be in control of your own story.
I will never forget the first production job I had in LA. I encountered Anna Nicole Smith. It was at the American Music Awards right before she made what became a very iconic appearance, presenting an award there. And I'll never forget how she controlled the room and how all eyes were on her.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to then hear and discover in this documentary about the many insecurities that she had, insecurities that you also had.
Yeah.
Was there a bond early on between the two of you over some of those types of things?
I think when, I think when I look back and think what maybe Anna might have seen in me, so to speak, that it was more that I was genuine to her and I was giving her like really honest advice and opinions.
What was it about her that made her personality so magnetic?
Well, I think, you said it best, when she walks into a room, you were drawn to her, it was more like she had this just energy, and I think that there were always people that wanted to be around her, that she inspired people for different reasons. Some people say because, she was a single parent, that struggled, and she had a rags to riches story, and there were different things that drew people to her. But some people she inspired to lose weight, and she was a diet pill spokesperson. So there was a lot of different things that people related to her because she was really, she was kind of an open book. She was like, she tell it like it is, and you might not always like what she said, but she was funny.
In the doc, you take your daughter back to the Bahamas, where Anna Nicole was laid to rest. What was the most difficult part about doing that?
I think about really what to share. We go back, and the grave is down there. Anna's grave and Daniel's grave is in the Bahamas, so we make the journey back. I think one of the things that was hard for me when I go there is it's not what you would think it would be. Visiting the grave, that's tough. But it's actually when we get on the plane to leave and just feeling like you've left, something down there. And so that's tough for me every time. But and you always think the what if, and I always tell people, as a photographer, I've taken pictures of every person, every celebrity that you can imagine. And the one photo that I don't have is a family photo of me, Anna, and my daughter. So it's a tough thing, but we make the best of it, and we make it work. And it's typical days, and we have our hard days like everybody else.
As you look back on all these pivotal moments in your relationship with Anna Nicole as a father, all things considered, is there a moment that you wish you had to redo?
I think that if I would have known that a lot of the things that I was being told about, if I went to the Bahamas to get her and bring her back home, I was told that things like, you'll never see your daughter, they've got armed guards guarding this place. I felt like if I would have went back to that place and reasoned with her, that I could have gotten her back home, and I think things would have been different. Because I really truly believe that if she didn't go to the Bahamas, and that if her son didn't pass away, I still really feel like that she would still be here today.
Here you are, you and Danny Lynn. She's a teenager. What is life like now for the two of you?
It's a lot of attitude, and I don't want to wear that. I'm not getting up. I don't want to go to school. I've already done my homework, and you find it under the bed crumpled up. And
typical teenage things, right? Yeah,
teen. We're just like anybody else, really. It's just this layer of curiosity, because of Anna, and people always want to know how she's doing and things. And it's this project. It was just trying to figure out what to choose something like this that would allow me to display the relationship, to give a little update on Danny Lynn, but also to honor Anna's memory and to kind of, to walk the line and saying, hey, let's be truthful, but let's also tell the story like it is.
Yeah. What's a typical day like for you and Danny Lynn, or weekend? Is there a favorite activity besides going to see Broadway shows?
Well, it's usually, I've got like a bunch of her friends over, doing sleepovers or driving them, and I had to give in and get like a larger cross. I'm not to the minivan stage yet. I'm not going
crossover.
That's when it's
Baby
all
steps.
over with.
Yeah.
But I'm always carting her friends around and taking them places, amusement parks. We spend a lot of time just having fun, and she's fun and fearless like her mom was. But she's a good kid, and I'm just happy that I've been able to spend all the time that I have with her.
All right, Hopelessly in Love, Anna Nicole Smith and Larry Birkhead airs tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on Lifetime.
Ooh, we got chills just watching that. Asher Angel is gearing up to release new music and a new music video. He's here to tell us all about it. Welcome. How's it going?
It's going amazing. Happy to be here.
I wish people saw your warm up. It's the power moves, but you like
oh yeah, hey, you saw it. I'm a dance party.
Let's talk about this. The new single coming next week on the 24th. It's called Chills. The inspiration behind the song. It's a really cool song, by the way.
Yeah, I feel like the main reason why it connected with me was because I'm young. I'm a teenager. You feel love at this age, and I thought it'd be a special song to put out because I feel like most of the stuff that I'm thinking about or even writing is like about that.
Yeah,
it's
makes
a
sense.
pivotal moment in my life. So.
Yeah, your album isn't set to come out for a while, but what kind of
Yes.
songs can people expect? A lot of love songs?
I mean, I think it's mostly centered about love song. It's you have the girl that's burned into your blood and all of that kind of stuff. But it's amazing working with all these different people and creating and developing different sounds. So it's amazing.
Yeah, any duets with certain singers that you might also be dating?
Scratch the
Snuck it in. You didn't see it coming.
Hopefully in the future. I'm kind of working on myself right now and working on my music. But that's the plan.
Okay, but
Setting
for
it
this
up.
album, would you collab with her?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Still working on it.
Are we allowed to say her name?
Annie.
Annie LeBlanc.
Okay.
Annie LeBlanc. Annie LeBlanc.
Annie LeBlanc.
Annie LeBlanc.
Look, it looks like you're a cute, sweet couple. There you are. I mean,
I'm such a dork.
But look, that's like
it's
happy
great,
in
no.
love, right? This is why you're talking
Seriously,
about.
every
It's a
picture.
pivotal moment in your
Yeah.
life. Maybe
Hey.
that's part of it. I would
Definitely.
imagine,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
What's one small thing that she does that makes you feel special?
I think she's like the only one that ever laughs at my jokes, so it's something really special.
That is actually important.
Yeah, I mean,
Does she
always,
really think they're funny, or it's a courtesy?
It's probably courtesy.
Okay,
But
but either way,
I'll
she's
take
willing
it.
to do it.
No,
right.
it's fine.
You have the same sense of humor. That's really key in
Yeah.
a relationship.
Thank you.
Nice.
See that, Annie? If you're watching, we're talking about you. So.
Well, we wish you both the best. You're very
Thank you.
adorable. We have to talk about Shazam Part 2 coming out 2022, so you haven't started filming yet. But where would you like to see your character's future go?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with Billy because at the end of the first movie, he has his superpowers and has his family. And I don't know, I feel like in the second movie, it's going to be a fun challenge for me because I'm playing a different character, basically. So.
Zachary Levi is one of our favorites. It's so
Yes.
cool. It plays your alter ego. What's something that we would be surprised to know about him?
He sings like all day on set.
Oh, really?
All day he brings this big boom speaker, like this big, huge boom box in and just connects and just the whole day we're just playing music.
What's his like go-to genre, or is he like a show tunes guy? Is he like hip hop?
It's like girly music. I don't even know.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's cute. It's cute music.
I'm calling you out, dog.
Let's talk about this. Dwayne Johnson entering the DC universe as Black Adam. Very exciting, but this means there's potential for Shazam to face off against The Rock. Is that intimidating? How are you feeling about that?
Come on. No, it's not intimidating. It's not like he's huge. Come on, you see that? He's small. Dwayne, if you're watching this, come on.
Yeah, you better.
It's 2 versus 1. It's
You better
over.
get a trainer, my friend.
What was your
Yeah,
reaction?
I know. it's over.
What was your reaction when you heard that news, though? That's huge.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, I think we knew during the first movie that it could somehow be a battle between The Rock and Shazam, but it's just like talk, But now that it's getting closer and closer, it's exciting. I can't wait. I got to see him at the MTV Awards and.
Oh, did you guys connect?
A little bit. It was a quick interaction, but I'm excited.
No, actually, I think that would be so cool. I mean, not only obviously to see the duel on screen, but just like to work with him.
I
Like
know.
just doing
Like,
press
the
with
nicest
him is
ever.
nice
Huge
guy in the
inspiration
world,
to me,
right? Yeah. All right, let's talk about this. You got your big break, obviously, with Andy Mack.
Yeah.
This huge hit, one of Disney's most groundbreaking shows, just ended this last summer.
Yeah.
When you look back at your time on it, even though it's not been that long, but what's going to be your biggest takeaway, do you think?
Wow. It was my first job in this industry. I'm super thankful to Disney for allowing me to portray such an amazing character. And the show's groundbreaking. I feel like I learned so much about myself, and just learned a lot from my fellow co-stars.
Does it feel refreshing to have to step into the next thing?
Yeah.
Change it up?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I went from Andy Mack immediately into the Shazam.
Mm-hmm.
So, overnight just preparing that character and just somehow, flipping right into the next was something that was cool and different for me.
That's great.
While you're doing it, you're a busy guy. You're
Yeah.
also nominated for the 2020 iHeartRadio Music Awards
Yeah. Woo.
for Social Star Award. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, do you have to up your social media game for this? Are you planning anything?
Planning something big, guys. I'm posting, getting the fans. I know the fans are excited, so yeah, they want me to win. So
What's your favorite thing to do on social media? Is it Instagram stories? Is it posts? Is it?
I like going live.
Yeah.
I think live's like really fun just to connect and interact with them, especially to guess them. Oh my God, you just see them like crying and they're just excited.
Is there anything off limits for you with social? Like, you have a hard rule about something like, not putting this out there?
Not putting this out there.
Like maybe relationship-wise. I mean, obviously you guys are both
I'm
out
like
there,
an open book.
You are pretty open.
I'm an open book.
Yeah.
We're also pretty big on TikTok. I sound old just talking about TikTok.
On the TikTok the kids are doing.
And their TikToks.
Understand how TikTok
Hey.
works yet. You're quite the dancer. What's your favorite?
Shout out Kylie.
What's your favorite TikTok dance move? Can you teach us a little bit?
Yeah, my favorite TikTok dance move. Man, that's a pretty good one right there. That's probably my fave.
You're doing a lot, like just seated. Like, can we just get? Okay.
Hey, just can't take that over the head. And groove.
Can imagine what I would do if I were standing.
And hit the wall.
So great.
Y'all are amazing. We need to open up a TikTok account. Come on, chills, baby.
You're so great.
Thank you.
you.
for having me.
It's good to talk to you, man.
Good to talk to you.
Congrats on
Send me
everything.
some of your hats, please.
I will.
Guys, make sure you check out this man's new single, Chills, when it drops January 24th.
What if you go free? You can't do that. Yeah, I know I can't if you don't let me fight for you. Please, let me fight for you. I can do it.
Tyler Perry's first Netflix film, A Fall from Grace, is here. Brisha Webb's character is a public defender trying to get her client Grace, played by Crystal Fox, cleared of murder charges.
We sat down with the stars, Brisha Webb, Crystal Fox, and Felicia Rashad, and wanted to know, with such an intense storyline, how did they keep things light during their downtime?
Well, we did this movie in 5 days.
Yes.
And so we didn't really have time to just like...
No time for breaking ice and getting...
Well, I mean, we broke ice.
Well,
we had to get to it, but I have fun. We all have fun every time we are on set together.
She came in, she thought we thought we were going to start the day like, hi, I'm Crystal Fox. I'm Brisha Webb. It's nice to meet you. But she said she walked in, because Tyler's like, ready, go. She walked in and I was in these chains.
She was
just like, oh, okay. We're not going to say hello. Okay, well, let me just get where you are.
Yes. I had to close the door and come back in ready to go.
Okay, so you got to show up with your A game. Then it's time to go. Right.
You got to show up your A game.
Yeah. Let's talk about this. Felicia, Crystal actually posted that you posted that she got to work with two of her icons, right? And lifelong inspirations, Cicely Tyson and you. How does it make you feel to know that that's how she thinks of you?
We've known each other too long for her to be referred to me as an icon. She knows me too well for that. See how shame on you. And mentor, and she does not like when I say that.
Well, what does she mean to you? Why is that the kind of role that she has for you?
Because it's in the way that we hold her in such esteem, you're nervous. If you ever meet her, you're like, I'm going to just see if I can ask her a couple of questions. She's beyond gracious, beyond giving, beyond just questions to pouring into my life. If there was something I didn't call her about, whenever I need it, she might call and check on me, and I'll get a call like this, Little Fox, how are you doing? And I'm like, I'm good. And I was like, I always had one more question to ask her, and she seemed to innately know that. And it's priceless. Her advice, her gift, her wisdom, her eloquence.
Yeah.
I try to remember to be that sometimes, but thank you, my darling friend.
Well, your friendship is amazing. Very heartwarming. What was it like for all of you working with Cicely Tyson? Big reaction.
Well, I could never imagine my name next to any of these women, first of all. I mean, truly, they're all masters of the craft. So to work alongside these women, and especially Miss Cicely Tyson, was just amazing. She just personifies grace and strength and power and just commands the screen when you see her on it. I mean, for years, this is who you look to as this is art. This is what it is, you know.
The legend.
The legend.
Yeah.
And so to work with her, to be in her graces, I wept.
Yeah.
And when you work with her, you know why. You know the reason why.
Yes.
There's not a wasted moment. There's not an empty second. And yet everything is very relaxed and natural. She is so completely whatever character she's supposed to be.
I could listen to her talk all day.
I know.
Love it. There were icons aplenty at the movie's premiere, including Mariah Carey, who made a surprise appearance.
We didn't know she was going to be there.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know she was going to be there. I was speechless. I was kind of scared. I shook her hand and I said, "Everybody's living it up." I just started singing her song to me. Like, all my life, I've loved Mariah. I'm sorry.
my legs.
Mariah Carey.
I was so proud that I was showing my legs that night because she was there.
Yeah.
Did you get to interact with her? The eye roll.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I've known Mariah for a little while, you know, and I was very happy to see her. Yes.
So you weren't singing to her or anything?
You played it cool.
Played it cool, like, good to go.
She's
very happy to see
Yeah.
No.
If anything, Mariah Carey would have been.
Okay.
Let's be clear.
No. We have a real relationship because my sister has worked with her. My sister Debbie Allen has choreographed for her. All right, and I met her years ago, and we just have a very friendly relationship.
That's really good.
I was at the shower, her baby shower. Oh. Yeah, so I know her.
She knows her. They go way back. All right, Jeremy?
That's right.
Besides Mariah Carey, Felicia also knows some other famous faces like Susan Kelechi Watson and Chadwick Boseman, who she actually taught before they were famous in master classes at Howard University.
So we spoke to Felicia about both of them, including what it's like for her now to be acting as Susan's mother on This Is Us.
And to sit there on set and interact with her and to watch her and to gaze at her and to see her attainment. Because as a student, she was lovely and fresh and young and always in search of a meaning, you know? And to see her level of mastery and ease, it was awe-inspiring. I kept sitting there. I hope I remember my line.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool, though, that you taught her and Chadwick Boseman. Did you see that spark in them, or did you have a feeling?
Absolutely. They were fearless. They were unlike, this particular class that they were in was unlike anything I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Fearless.
Chadwick Boseman. What's your sort of takeaway from where he was when you saw him as a student to where he is now and how he's able to, you know, keep it all moving?
Oh, he was always bright. You know, his eyes tell it all. They're wide open, just like he is, just open. He was always bright and intelligent and always kind of quiet, kind of back here. He's still like that, kind of back here. Not a showy person at all. So you see that. And then after he graduated, he came to New York and he was actually working at the Schomburg. He was working with young people in Harlem. This is what he was doing. I said, that's about you, that's about right. As he was writing, he's a terrific writer. He's an incredible writer, very sensitive person.
They were so wonderful. One of my favorite chats in a while.
Me too. You can catch A Fall from Grace streaming now on Netflix.
There's something dangerous about the boredom of teenage girls. Coach saw something in us. She saw past the glitter and the hair and the attitude to everything beneath.
USA Network's new show, Dare Me, based off the book of the same name, might be about cheerleaders, but it's also a dark and gritty murder mystery, guaranteed to keep you on the edge of your
Yes,
seat.
it's so good. People are already comparing it to several other works, including Heathers, Pretty Little Liars, and Euphoria, starring Zendaya.
We sat down with one of the show's stars, Willa Fitzgerald, and the author and showrunner, Meghan Abbott. They tell us what separates their show from the rest.
It's really about how it feels to be a young person, so everything is very heightened. It's very intense. The colors are very saturated. The feelings are extreme. It's very much about being young and these sorts of feelings of desire and ambition and seeking more and more experience, and then things going wrong. You have everything being pushed a little too far.
Willa plays the mysterious cutthroat cheerleading coach that comes back to town after being away. She's dark, authoritative, and demands respect. But does Willa share any similarities with her character in real life?
I'm definitely not like Colette. And I think that actually it was, like, that was one of the hardest things to kind of stay in on set is her intensity. And also just like as a human, I'm a lot more wobbly than Colette is. You know, like I'm like, you know? And she's like,
And the squad was very intimidating, but did kind of weirdly echo life because she, you know, when she would come into the gym where we were shooting these scenes with this cheer squad, and they were rather intimidated by her. So it was, I know it was kind of funny for you.
I know. I guess maybe I don't feel like Colette, but maybe
Everyone thinks it, like, perceives you that way?
Yeah, right.
We all think you're Colette.
Yeah, Meghan's book was originally published in 2012. She's also written a number of other books like Bury Me Deep, The Song Is You, Queen Pen, and The Fever, just to name a few. She tells us which of her other books she would love to have adapted for the screen next time.
There's one that's been in development forever called Queen Pen, which is about two female gangsters. And that one I would love. I'm a big lover of gangster films, and this one with two women at the center behaving badly, which is apparently my brand.
That's your thing.
I would love to see that on the screen. It's set in a casino world, and it just feels, having seen Hustlers, it feels like a great moment for that.
Yeah. Is there already people in talks for those roles, the cast?
Yeah, there has been. Yes, that was one that's been in development almost as long as this was. So I mean, now that this is made to the air, maybe that will too, because it does feel like it would be a great meaty, couple parts for some women.
So you may know Willa from shows and movies like MTV's Scream, PBS's Little Women, and the film The Goldfinch, but she also starred in the iconic Dolly Parton's Netflix series Dolly Parton's Heartstrings.
Willa shared with us what she learned from that experience and the surprising thing Dolly did for her.
I mean, apart from having Dolly Parton sing 9 to 5 to be across a dinner table,
pretty good.
which was maybe the highlight of my life, was learning how to ride a horse. I'd never ridden a horse before, and I really got to learn how to ride a horse well for that show, because I was on a horse a lot of it.
Yeah, did you take to it pretty quickly?
I did actually. I guess
I love horses.
It can go either way apparently. You either just are really good at it naturally or really bad, and I luckily was pretty good at it.
Yeah, because horses know.
I know.
You're scared if you're not a great rider.
I guess it's the Colette energy, which I don't think I have, but I guess I do have.
Also, like they read the energy. Wow.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't go well, it's
They know
personal.
you're nervous.
They don't like you.
That's right.
Right.
You are the problem.
You're the problem. That's right.
You're
Yeah.
an indecisive writer, and I don't have time for you.
But you were decisive. One more thing about Dolly, for
anything.
super fans. Is there a takeaway from just observing her, the craft, the music, the person, all of it? Maybe that'll stick with you.
She's just a consummate professional. She is authentically who she is, but she also is just so present and ready to work. And you can just tell her work ethic is what has gotten her so far. And that's always inspiring to be in the presence of.
We always talk about Dolly.
Love
Gotta
Dolly.
just get her in here.
Let's do it. Everybody be sure to watch Dare Me Sundays, 10 p.m. Eastern on USA Network.
All right, we're taking a look at our question of the day. We want to know which movie recreation in the Jonas Brothers' new music video is your fave. Let's check it out. This one's tough.
Close.
Close.
The risky business, yeah.
Well, they're
What?
not wearing pants.
Yeah, it helps.
Dancing around.
It helps.
All right, we'll be asking you a new question of the day next week on People Now, so tune in for that.
Coming up next week, she's a supermodel, actress, and the guest ringmaster for the Big Apple Circus. Chrissy Brinkley's going to be here live.
Very exciting. Plus, country singer Dustin Lynch will join us. His 4th album drops today. He's telling us all about it. Thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from the Super Nanny. Have a great weekend.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Jo Frost, the Super Nanny, and this is one last thing. The last time I got my hands dirty was in the garden. I like to get my hands all mucky and plant different things. The last moment of bliss was, just remembering, it was that massage before I came out to New York. Beautiful. The last time I was starstruck was, it's gotta be meeting Stevie Wonder. I have to tell you, it was a real privilege, and he invited me over to his table, and I was just trying to hold it together. He's amazing.